NFL player terms. Even Travis, the team not player on the giant.
Whew. We back. Look, everybody can still see your hat.
Yeah, that's true. But it's a crinkle. It's a crinkle up there, and it's messing up my hair. Yeah, I want you to see how to see the Lakers. See the Lakers. I don't even know what's happening in basketball. I'm not even sure.
It's over.
Oh, really? I don't even know, man. Somebody said, "Oh, did you like the series?" I said, "Yeah," when the Lakers were playing.
Yeah, the Bucks won.
Oh, yeah. Because the Giannis kid, they were talking about him on the news or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. When the Lakers stopped playing, I stopped watching.
I don't really pay a whole lot of attention to basketball.
So, okay, I know you like baseball. You love freaking baseball. What other sport do you watch?
I'll watch football.
Well, I'm having such a hard time spelling Tuesday. It's crazy. Make sure I'm not having a stroke. Sheesh, McGeesh. Okay, so you say you like football. You like football, or you're tolerated?
I'll watch it.
You have a favorite football team?
No.
So you watch it, but you don't really give a shit about it.
Yeah, I really didn't give a shit about it until Tom Brady got drunk and threw the Lombardi Trophy.
Is that Tom Brady in that commercial with what's the dude, the light-skinned dude on the Warriors that shoots all the far-off shots? What's up, Kiki? What's that dude's name? Steph Curry. There's a commercial. What's up, Kiki? I love Kiki. Let me say that.
Hi, Kiki.
Yeah, Kiki is good. Kiki is good people. It's a commercial with Steph Curry. I don't even know what the hell it's a commercial for. It might be for cheese or it might be for car insurance. But
I don't know.
Steph Curry's about to say something, and then what's the guy?
Is it I don't know if it's Tom Brady. I've never seen. I don't.
You know, it might. But he's about to eat the food, and then Steph Curry's like, "Do you even eat bread?" And then the dude is like, "Man, it's a commercial." Like, no, I don't eat bread, but it's not. It's just for a commercial. But I don't know who that is.
That sounds about like him.
He gives me a Tom Brady thing. He looks like he's about 125 years old, but not a day over. Looks a day over 35.
Right? That sounds about like Tom Brady. I don't know. Now I gotta Google that.
Yeah, check that out. He gave me Rob Lowe vibes. I'm gonna say that.
Oh, it's a Subway commercial. Yeah.
Yeah, that was Tom Brady. Let me tell you. See, I'm like
It says Steph Curry, Serena Williams, and Tom Brady joined Subway ads.
They actually have a bunch of them. I've seen a few of them. It's one where Serena's talking and they won't let her finish what she's saying. They cut the commercial off and start the cues before she finishes. So by the end of the commercial, she's like, "Dang, y'all not even let me finish my stuff." And then the man starts talking, and then she starts saying something again, and it cuts her off. That was fucking hilarious.
I've seen the one where she cuts in and like cuts off Steph Curry, and she's like, "No, we're doing something new now." And like the whole commercial, she's like, "We got top rated." Like the chef is like this 80-year-old woman, and she's like, "Yeah."
You know, now that I think about it, Steph Curry has a commercial too where he's like, "You guys not even letting me say my parts," or something like that. It's a conspiracy.
Maybe it's just
what?
I don't know. Maybe it's just Subway's new thing. They're trying to make it look all.
It's a conspiracy. They try to shut the black people down. Shut the fuck up. Eat this sandwich, goddammit.
Right. Just shut up and eat. Shut up and eat.
Look. So let me tell you what made me think that was Tom Brady, because I sincerely was not familiar with that being Tom Brady. And everybody coming to tap in, sorry we late. I don't have it up on Facebook. I don't know. They might have gave up after 8:10. Like, yeah, these motherfuckers are late again, or they drunk, so they just went back home. But the thing that made me think about it being Tom Brady is because he looked so evil. That man looked evil.
Does.
He looked like he had a real Satan thing going on. The tone of his voice, the way that he moved his body. I seen enough. What's the movie with the vampire kids and they go to catch the vampires?
Oh, Twilight?
No, not Twilight. The TV
Buffy
show.
the Vampire Slayer?
Nah, with the two brothers. Supernatural. I've seen enough Supernatural to know how sexy and sensuous vampires are. And when Tom Brady when Tom Brady said his part, he was kind of slithered when he said it, and I was like, "Damn, is that Satan?"
It might be.
Tom Brady is Satan. Tom Brady is Satan. His name is Tom Brady. Satan. Anyway,
See, I'll watch Tom Brady just because, like, I hated him when he was on the Patriots, but then he moved to Florida and he turned into a real Florida man, and now he's like drinking avocado tequila and stumbling off of boats after Super Bowl parades. And Tom Brady's fun now.
I spend a lot of time on Twitter, and usually a Florida man is followed by has sex with an alligator, accidentally decapitates mother with a spoon. So he did some Florida man shit.
Okay, so as soon as he moved to Florida, he walked into the wrong house one day. He almost got arrested at a park. I can't remember what he was doing, but he got in trouble at a park.
Damn, he really did turn into a Florida
man. And then there was one other thing he did, like within a couple weeks of moving down there after he signed with Tampa Bay. And it was just like, oh, Tom Brady's getting cool now. Like Tom Brady fucks up every now and then. Like, okay.
Does he drink?
Apparently he was drinking the day of the Super Bowl parade. He even went on TMZ later and he was like, yeah, I was hammered.
Does he still play football?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
He seems like an interesting person.
He's signed with Tampa Bay till he's at least 45.
How old is he now?
43.
Yeah. That's really cool that the athletes are playing for longer periods of time. Like when we were a kid, you wouldn't see a dude playing for like 20 years, 30 years, not football, maybe baseball, but not basketball and football. But now, LeBron James, I don't know if it's true or not that he re-signed his deal with the Lakers, but as far as I know, he's been real vocal about staying on the team long enough to be able to play against his son in the NBA.
Oh, Lord.
And that's like 7 years from now, which that's not an unconceivable amount of time in the NBA. He can totally stick around for another 7 years of playing against his son.
Yeah.
But the fact that he can do that, you know what I'm saying? That's like, I don't think we're going to win too many championships.
Probably not.
Yeah, we're definitely not getting high octane, LeBron. We're getting gray hair in your beard, LeBron.
Yeah.
All that running and jumping and shit. When he first started, I was real fascinated with him because he was so dope. ESPN used to have this show where they break down the sports or the science behind the sports of today's top athletes, and they used to do this. They used to have one on LeBron James where they showed the dynamics and the metrics of why he ran so fast on the basketball court. So they were showing angles and math equations and all this shit. Then they showed a couple of different clips, and they were showing the parts where he I forgot the word they used, but he like delivers a speed boost and catches up to the dudes because he used to come up and block a lot of shots. He was like a freight train ass dude. You remember that when he was just fast and strong? Yeah, LeBron James is dope, but he's old now.
Yeah, he's getting up there a little bit. Hang on, what are you doing?
He got gray hair in his beard. LeBron old, y'all.
I got a kid standing here in a towel staring at me.
Don't you just love him?
I do.
2:30 last night, my daughter was asking me about juice, and I almost blew my fucking top. I almost blew my fucking top. I was so pissed off. I said, it's tomorrow. Drink your spit.
Yeah, Jack will wake up like 4 or 5 times at night and be like, Mom! And so I think something's wrong every time. And I'm like, what's going on? Chocolate milk! Boy, you do not go back to sleep.
Man, you better get up and go get a job yelling like that, boy. I will say that my kid, my youngest daughter, as the hierarchy gets, wherever the opposite hierarchy is, but she doesn't cry much. Very rarely does she cry. She's not a needy child. She's learned to maneuver and be independent because there's always something going on. So I will give her that. That's pretty cool. She stopped asking me, can she get juice now? She just goes and gets her own juice.
Yeah, like Jack will go and get his own things, but Jack is also like, my kids, I can do some athletic things, but I'm also very clumsy at the same time. Like for somebody who's really good at like CrossFit and stuff like that, I am very, very clumsy. And they get that from me, very honestly. And Jack will try to get his own milk and do stuff like that, but there is never a time where I don't end up with like a half a gallon of milk on the floor.
Yikes. Well, she's not up to the strong stuff yet. I still have to open, and if it's a full carton of whatever it is, I still have to help navigate it. But I try to keep a juice box handy too.
Yeah, I try to keep like those little Kool-Aid things and stuff like that in there so they can just grab and go and do whatever. But when he wants milk, like I've even started buying like the 6 packs of chocolate milk so that I don't have to do all that mess.
My daughter loves milk. She likes to eat cereal and she wants ice cream. She eats all types of milk like for an entire day. And the day after that, she's constipated.
Yeah,
she's on the toilet all day.
I don't really do the whole milk thing myself much, but the kids definitely.
I did last night. Ooh, it was a mistake. My brother had a hard time up till about 2 or 3 o'clock today in the afternoon. Claude have mercy.
It's funny because like the older you get, like the more you have trouble with milk. It seems like your body's just like, no.
Well, we're the only animals that drink milk beyond infancy. Human beings are the only animals that continually go out and drink milk. No other animals do that. They look at us like, that's what the fuck is wrong with you motherfuckers. As you still drinking milk, you idiots.
It's like, stop it. What are you doing? Like I've started doing like the dairy-free ice cream and stuff like that too, even. Like I don't.
Does it taste different?
No.
Maybe
I don't think so.
It.
Like if you get the Ben and Jerry's, oh, that's good stuff.
It's like organic.
It's like, I think they use almond milk in it.
Have you ever had almond milk or soy
Oh yeah,
milk?
it's good.
Really? So that is something that's worth me purchasing rather than the shit that keeps on fucking up my stomach.
Oh yeah, I love almond milk. Like there is a taste difference between regular milk and almond milk, but it's good.
I was up late. I don't know why I was up so late. Oh, you know what? I was waiting for these fucking people to go to sleep. So they finally fucked. Well, I thought they went to sleep. My goddamn daughter's thirsty like a damn camel, coming in here looking like cactus after 2:30 in the morning. But anyway, so I ate my dinner, and then I smoked, just playing Grand Theft Auto, and I had the super munchies. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna grab something. And it was late, so I'm like, nah, I don't want to do nothing too extravagant. So I'll get a little bowl of cereal. Clearly, I poured way too much milk in that bowl. I had like 5 bowls. I didn't have to refill the milk. And as I'm drinking it, I drink my cereal milk. I hope you do. Yeah,
I don't really eat cereal anymore.
Yeah, I power through it. But last night I'm drinking out the bowl like it's the Holy Grail of Christ or something. And I found it in the mountains.
The blood of Christ.
I'm just taking it down. And as I'm drinking it, I'm thinking, damn, this stuff is good. Wow, I'm going to have the shits tomorrow. Woo!
So we were discussing beforehand, and I feel like this is a pretty good way to segment into that. Speaking of things that give you the shits the next day,
shitty shit,
toxicity in our lives.
Yes, that's what we're talking about, guys.
Yes.
Who's here? Come talk about toxicity with us. Let me let Twitter know that's what we're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, toxicity. Now, we started talking about something, and to be honest, I cut you off and said, let's bring it here and talk about it. So, what is this? Is it a specific thing that happened that's just got you at the edge of dealing with people?
No, it's like, it's the people that I deal with in my daily life that I really shouldn't have to deal with anymore, but because they're, extended family-ish, they pop, I don't have anything to do with them if I don't have to, but they pop up quite a bit, and it's always some bullshit.
Hold on. You say you don't have to deal with them, so you really truly, just to make sure I'm clear on this point, so you really don't have to have anything to do with these people if you don't want to.
To some extent, they're my kids' family, so
what does that mean? Like
they're on the other side of the kids.
Because you live without having to hang with them. I'm sure you probably have to be like, yo, I'm gonna drop the kids off, or Stuff
Well,
happens, so we got to deal with them.
it's it's not their dad, and that like that's a whole nother ball game. Like
Right.
I limit that to I'm picking the kids up in 10 minutes, and okay when he says he's there to pick the kids up, like that's it.
Well,
That's all.
you can,
Like
but you can control that
Yeah,
because you guys have
absolutely.
that. Yeah, you but a grandmother or an auntie
Yeah,
that thinks
it's
she
all.
wants to. That's toxic. The toxic relationship that a baby mom and a baby dad might have is usually the most toxic. But the fact that it's so toxic that you stay over there, I'm gonna stay over here, and we're just gonna keep it cordial and civil. You keep that shit in a jar.
That's how I handle that.
Yes.
If it stays peaceful for too long, his wife thinks she's got to come up with something smart to say to try to make it a problem again, because apparently those people can't handle peace. But that is what it is, and and I just don't engage in it. I ignore it, and then the next time I need to pick the kids up or he's picking the kids up, it's okay, and I'll be there in 10 minutes, and that's it. That's where I leave it. They made my children simulate a kidnapping this weekend so that they would be ready for our trip.
They what?
They told my children that there's a good chance that they could get kidnapped while we're on vacation. So they showed them how kidnappers operate.
Who's the person that orchestrated this conversation?
That was the stepmother or his wife or whatever you want to call it.
Are they going on the trip?
Yeah.
Are they coming out here to live?
Yeah.
The toxic people are coming to
No,
California.
no. Those people aren't having any part of that. No.
So but the people that
They think
told him
that they seem to think that I'm going to lose my children in California.
and
That
these
I
are
don't know
the-
how to
these are-
watch my kids.
These are the toxic people that you're talking about, and
Well, they're not so much as like the rest of his family is the problem, but because they live 2 blocks away from me, and the dad lives like an hour away, so I don't have to deal with that too much. But that's what they did during their time with my kids this weekend.
and these are old people or these are young people?
No,
These are
no.
cousins,
Like
aunts.
the people that I deal with every day are his parents.
It's old people that told them that they're gonna get kidnapped.
No. He did. Him and his wife did.
Oh, their father told them
Yeah.
that. Oh, he told them that because he doesn't want them to leave the state, so he's
Yeah.
trying to
He's trying to
sabotage
steer
that as
them
much
off
as
going.
possible.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
are they scared?
No, Jack is a little nervous, but he mentioned it several times. So I was like, where did that come from? Why are you all of a sudden saying that? And then they told me what had happened, and I was like, oh, okay. Well, that's really cool. I appreciate that. But
That's amazing.
right now, the people that I deal with regularly live very close by, and it's always the same thing. Like, they promise the kids stuff and then it doesn't happen, or hey, I'm going to come get you guys, and then oh no, I don't feel like it. And then if I do anything at all, it's that somebody up my ass about it. It's just
I really, I don't know. My energy is important. My happiness is important. What I feel is important. I basically put that shit in front of everybody on the fucking planet, including my children and my wife. Not God, because he supplies it and helps me to understand how important it is. But I say that to say that I protect my shit. I have, and I don't have any shame saying it. I don't feel like an asshole saying it, but I have relatives that I would fucking refuse to talk to them or be around them. Their energy and what they represent and the things that they believe that I know to be true and actual to them, a part of their reality. I don't want any of that on me. I refuse to go around them. My grandmother is surrounded by this wall of energy that I refuse to even try to touch. And as much as it hurts me that there's probably relationships and family stuff that, oh, you guys don't have family reunions or family. What? If all my family gets together, there's a chance somebody might try to kill somebody else. But it's such a negative, toxic environment that I've concluded there's no real reason for me to ever go around it again. And I've tried to tolerate, tried to understand, tried to help, tried to be strong, tried to be these different things. That's an entity and a force whose momentum is much greater than any kind of energy that I can muster up to fight against that shit.
Yeah.
So once I realize that's the case and there's nothing I can do about it, I'm totally fine with I'm totally fine with not answering your phone call if you call me. I don't care if we have blood relation because I've been saying for my whole life, blood relation is coincidence. Blood relation just means that you'll be quicker to let a motherfucker get close to you and do something wrong because you think that there means something that you guys got the same bloodline. That doesn't mean shit. Not in the real world, not to me. So I don't have any qualms. And I've had conversations with my wife about it, my kids about it. Like, there's a certain detachment that I feel to the world, and I've always felt like that. Like, oh, word, yeah, no thanks. And I've walked away from a whole lot of shit just based on, ooh, nah, that won't make me happy. So fuck that shit. That close, being up close and doing all this other shit. Look here, man. Motherfuckers don't have to be in my life. They don't have to be in nobody's life. Maybe, I'm not advising you to get rid of people, but I'm just saying, I'm real big on happiness.
That's a big part of, wanting of the whole working towards relocating thing is, I'm done. I'm done with all that. Like, like my mother is a whole new, like, that's a whole different ball game. I don't talk to that woman unless I have to. And, I let her, she likes to see my kids and stuff like that. But, she doesn't respect certain things that I've asked her to do or not to do when it comes to my kids. Like, bring them a giant fucking bag full of candy so that they're throwing up all night. Cause she won't, she'll sneak it by me. And then it'll be, oh, why is there gum in my carpet? Or why is there this? Or why is that happening? Oh, grandma brought us this. And there's like 3 pieces of candy left in the bag. And I'm like, again? Like, really? Or she'll bring like some little dollar store toy and 5 minutes later it's broken and I've got crying kids when I've been like, don't do that anymore. Like, holidays, birthdays, quit bringing them something every time you see them because there's no point in it. That makes them just ask me for shit all the time. But so I don't really I don't go around her a whole lot, but like, this is their side, the kid side of the family. And it's just like, I have tried to be cool with those people as much as possible. And for the most part, I can make things work on some level, but at the same time anymore, I just keep my distance from all of it. Like, don't involve me in your drama. Like, you've all got drama all the time. Don't bring it to me. Don't tell me what's going on. I have attempted as much as possible to be there and be supportive of people that are struggling, but anymore, it's just not worth my time. Like, I'm going to shift that energy to people that really need it, not people that are just going to keep putting themselves in the same position over and over.
That's the people that need it. You. All your energy should be going to you right now. Once the energy goes to you, then it's going to spread out accordingly to the kids and to the animals and to whatever else you love that needs your nurturing. But in the meantime, gather up all that energy and put that shit to use for yourself, man. You got to be stingy. You got to be selfish just to a certain extent to actually be happy in a world that it's not put together for your happiness. Different. We have different moments when everything is all good, but for the most part, you can't just walk outside and get a job or go outside and make $1 million or become a superstar because that's what you want. None of that shit is easy. So your happiness got to be fortified for you. That energy got to be for you, and the people that are supposed to be a part of it, then it's naturally gonna go, and it'll get on them too. But you got to make sure you straight, whatever you got to do.
Oh, yeah.
And happy, not just straight, happy.
Like, I have no problem with, like, when I'm struggling or I'm not in a good place in order to work on myself, I have no problem telling people, hey, listen, I love you and I care about you, but I don't have the energy for your situation right now. Like, I don't have any issue telling people that. And if they can't be respectful of that, then they're probably not people that are supposed to be, you're not supposed to have any kind of attachment to those people anyway. Like, that's just kind of my feeling. Like, if you can't, and I have plenty of people that have listened to me go on and on when I needed to vent about something. Like, you guys do it. My friend Aaron does it. I love you, Aaron. If you're out there listening to this, I don't know if you're there or not, but if you're listening, I love you. I have like certain people that can definitely tolerate listening to me, and I do the same thing for them. But there have been times where I've had to be like, yo, I can't talk to you right now. Like, I really can't. Like, I cannot handle anything at all. I'm shutting down for the night, but let me come back to you tomorrow Tell me about your problem. Let me regroup, and then let's address your problem. See what we can do about it.
That's like all my friends. Like, yo, what up? I'm like, what's up? What's wrong, nigga? What you need me to fix? Nah, man, I was calling to check on you, but look though. I know what you want. I don't got time. I don't have the energy for it tonight, bro. You got to hit me when the sun is still in the sky. Hit me during business hours. I can help you sort through some stuff. We can work together. It's a blessing. Yeah. It's a blessing to be the person that people want to go to, but it's not always easy to, and you know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. It's just to help facilitate someone else's energy.
Absolutely.
I do it enough for my kids, and when my daughter's up late, and sometimes I fuss and I don't scream too much at her. This is the fourth kid. I'm screamed out for the most part, but I tell her this is adult time. This is my time. Like I live for you guys and for the rest of the world and everybody else. I'm like, dude, at 2:00 in the fucking morning, nah. If you gotta pee, you just pee in the bed. And we'll fix that part tomorrow. Because I'm off work and I want to play video games and smoke and chill in the living room. I might want to take off my pajama pants and chill in my drawers. I should be able to have that little pocket because I'm going to have a man cave. That's why I told her in 5 years you're going to have a backyard because I'm going to have a man cave. Even if it's a small one. Even a small one.
Like my office is, whenever everybody starts coming in and out of my office and being all crazy, like Jack opened the door and now there's 3 cats it's like sitting there staring at the baby chickens. And I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, but you got that space though. That space is important. That space, I didn't have that space because my daughter was in here with us. So once I kicked her out and I made a little nook over here for me to put my computer and work and all that. Yeah, I got my green screen up over here.
There you go. And see, this is my only space because when I go to bed at night, there's usually a kid in my bed, and I'm like, What are you doing? What's going on here? Why are you in my bed? Like this is my space. Like this is my space. Right. And last night I felt like I was playing fucking Tetris because both the kids were asleep in my bed. And then it becomes a message, like a conundrum of do I wake them up or do I risk waking them up to move them or do I just leave them there? So I just left them there, and because I'm short, I can sleep across the bottom of my bed. So I took my pillow and I got down there and I got all comfortable. And then next thing I know, all the dogs were in the bed too. And I was like, you got to be, no, this is not
that's
okay
a lot.
Anymore.
That's
this is not okay anymore.
I just got one cat. And I started letting him come in here and get in the bed at night because he learned the pattern. So at first, when he would start to come in here late at night, we're in the bed or whatever, he'd jump on the headboard. He wants to swipe down at my face. He's calling me because he wants me to grab him or pet him. So I have to knock his ass off the headboard or toss him out of here or take him out of here. After so many times of taking him out, I guess he was just like, okay, let me peep it. So I'll leave the door open. He'll hop in the bed, step over our feet, go over to the window because that's his little spot. He likes to perch. He perches, watches for the animals for a minute, hops down. He might go under the bed and go to sleep. He might go back out into the living room, but I'm like, okay, as long as you respect the yin and the yang of the factor of what's going on in here, you guys come in here and hang out. Kids, hell no. Hell no. Take your ass back into the room. Get the fuck out of here and go play video games. Crumb snatchers.
I love my children. I hate it when they start coming in. Like Jack will come in with his tablet and sit there and watch something on full blast. And I'm like, bro, you got a table in the kitchen right next to an outlet where you can plug it in. You can even prop it up. You can go sit there. You can get all comfortable. You got a rocking chair you can sit in right there. Mm-hmm. You can get as comfortable as you want. And you want to be in here? I just want to be by you.
Aww.
Well, I love you for that. But at the same time, like half the time I wake up and your feet are in my face. So can you give me like 5 seconds of space, bro?
Yeah. God bless the babies.
I love the little turd, but every now and then I'm just like, oh, I'm tired, man.
Well, that's what happens when you're a real parent. A lot of people are not necessarily real parents. My oldest kids, they were here and they were with their mom and they were here. So it's back and forth. And, I got the parenting experience. I did the work, but raising a boy from a little bitty ass baby to 18 years old. Now they have a job and stuff like that. Here, you couldn't go to your mother's house. Your mother's in here with me. So I had to ride the full-fledged, on some how single moms. Like I don't have no help. It's just me and my kids. And I got to ride every bump and feel every, everything, every bounce of the road. And he's a boy, so I wanted to take charge of my boy. So I'm taking him to school and doing. I still right now take his fucking ass to work. And even though little motherfucker should be catching the bus sometimes, I still take him just because I can. So that shit, being a for real parent, that's tiring. 12, 16, 18 years of raising these people, making sure they don't die. That right there is a lot. People without kids don't realize how much work it takes to make sure your babies don't die from rotten food, getting hit by a car, eaten by a wild dog, falling off a cliff.
And y'all have seen how Jack works. I'm putting in double time with one kid.
Those are all feasible scenarios.
Yeah, like that's not anything. I don't know how many times like he's jumped out of the car at Walmart, and I'm like, and I tell both the kids, like Lila knows now. She gets out of the car, she shuts the door, she stays right by the car. She walks right around, stays with her hand on the car, and comes around to me. Jack will jump out of the car and run, which is why Jack now has the child lock on. So he gets out my side. I open the door for him, and he will still bolt out in front, like into whatever is coming. And it's like he did that the other day. And I opened the door, and he took off running. And there's a like diesel truck coming up the parking row at Walmart, and I'm like,
that brother
get
got
your ass
shit to
back
do.
here.
That brother got shit to do. He ain't got time to be fucking with you. He got shit to do.
He does not care. That kid that is the busiest kid. Like I went out to get my water before we started, and the water's running in the bathroom, and I was like, Jack, I thought you were gonna take a bath in the morning, because that's what he had just told me. And he was, and then he didn't answer, so I stick my head in there, and he's not in there, but the water's running, and I'm like, Jack, where you at? No answer, and I'm like, oh God, where did he go? He's in my bed, asleep. And then I started to walk out, and he's like, I'm just kidding. And I'm like, no, you're not. You were out. You were out cold. Like you were mouth open, sleeping. And he was like, no, I'm going to take a shower now. And then he came in here and stared at me, just wrapped up in a towel. He's probably in my bed right now.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Wrapped up in his towel still.
Mm-hmm. That's enough to make you tired.
It is.
It's enough to make you tired. But that's how I deal with my toxicity, and I would advise you to start pruning your tree.
Oh yeah.
Start pruning your tree, and if any of the leaves say anything as they fall to the ground, say you did this to yourself. Get the fuck out of here. And step on the leaf so it doesn't grow any roots. You gotta prune the bush and make sure that the leaves don't re-root themselves in your soil. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Get the fucking rid of all that shit like I did. And it sucks sometimes. I got a lot of people that I don't talk to, but if you're not vibing with me, man, or your energy is real bad, or it's real negative, or it doesn't link with mine at all, then man, I'm out. Life's too short. I see you in heaven.
Yeah, it's I don't know. And it's just like, especially with some of the people, it feels like they're trying to play both sides of the fence, and it's like, no, I'm
Okay, look at
I'm
this.
not here for all that. So
when we talked earlier, you said something about the toxicity around you being part of your move. So this is what I'm gonna tell you about that. So you're talking about you might not be able to necessarily make the trip the way you want to and come out and see all the stuff that you want to see and do it the way you want to do it. Have faith. Have faith in the solution to the situation that you're in right now that's causing you strife. You feel me? So whatever you might not be able to do the way that you want to do it, if the signs, I just put that damn fucking video up on my YouTube channel. If the signs are showing you to keep on going there, don't worry about what you want to do. Keep on going by what's already being allowed to you to see. You say you got all these little, you don't have to do this, you don't have to do that. There's so many different obstacles that you literally don't have to jump over. So to me, those sound like signs. Try to figure out the best you can. We're talking about Google. Ask Google as many questions as you can, but the rest of it, put it on faith and make that move, especially if you're unhappy now. God doesn't want you to be unhappy. And that's the family toxic unhappiness. That's a soul unhappiness. That's an unhappiness that's underneath your skin and your flesh. Only God can help with that type of unhappiness. And like, I gotta fix this. I need help with. I need something new for this problem. I can't solve this on my own. It's big. So have faith in that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, have faith in that. Whatever you can't do, fuck it, man. It's still gonna work out for you. I believe.
What are you doing?
I believe like a
Got a
motherfucker.
child in here again.
hmm That's what my wife said when she told me she was pregnant. Yeah, I got a child in here again.
One more time.
Yeah. I said, I told you to stop horning around, didn't I? No, I didn't say that. No, I do. No, that story is cool though. My wife was like, "Oh, baby, I'm pregnant." I said, "Word by who?" Because this was like 10 years. You know, my youngest son was like 10 years old, 9.5, something like that. My wife's like, "Oh, I'm pregnant." I said, "Word by who?" I'm broke. I haven't worked in almost a decade. I know that's not nothing of mine. God said, "Yee-tee-tee."
Just kidding.
And I have my beautiful baby, which I don't want no more of.
Oh yeah, no, I'm done. Like I made sure that was done. I will not be having any more. Like, you know, I would be fine with raising somebody else's children, but I will not be having any more of my own. That's for sure.
Would I want to raise someone else's kid? That's a different dynamic because that's you probably need me to do that, or you require that assistance. So it's not like the same careless mistakes that we keep on making out here. That's something completely different. So yeah, I probably would raise somebody else's kid. That's different.
And see,
My own, no.
And see, the fun part for me is that, I was not trying to be careless with all three of mine. I was taking steps to make sure that it wouldn't happen. And it happened
Really?
Anyway. Oh, yeah. All
Then
three of them.
You're a superhero because I was out here like. Think of any gangster movie that you've ever seen. The part where the guys jump out the car and start shooting at the building. It's me. Hey, what's your name? Yeah. Shooting up the club.
Yeah. No, I have 3 birth control babies.
Wow.
Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You got some superpowers or something.
That's why I told the doctor to make it stop.
Dang, 3?
Mm-hmm. All 3 of them.
That's insanity.
Yeah. You want to talk about unexpected? It's like, oh yeah, everything's fine. And then I'm like, something's not fine. I don't feel good. Something's off here. Something's not right. Oh shit.
That's crazy as hell. Birth control or not condoms with actual birth control? Like you would have to take something?
Yeah.
Wow. And you can't sue anybody because you got to sign stuff.
Yeah, you can't sue anybody because it's like, these are 99% effective. Oh. Hi. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the 1%.
Hi, my name is 1%.
1%. That's me. I'm the 1%, and like every possible method of birth control you can imagine.
If a woman gets pregnant on birth control and she can sue the doctor, and she does sue the doctor because she got pregnant on birth control or whatever, she sues whoever, does that make her an asshole?
I don't know.
You know, like you motherfucker, like, oh, I'm pregnant now, but this is such a blessing that I don't even care. Or, wow, you motherfucker, this shit does not work. Okay, sit down, little Peter. I got some litigation to get involved with. I didn't want your motherfucking ass and you're still here. God damn it, I'm pissed. Versus, oh wow, look at this miracle that's here. That's what's up. Let's get to the house and take care of this baby. That's interesting.
I don't know. That's a very difficult situation to be put in.
I'd sue like a motherfucker, boy.
No, the one that gets me, okay, so my tubes are tied, and because my doctor refused, I was like, "Can we please just take it all out? Because I want there to be 0% chance that
you wanted
this is
a
going to happen
hysterectomy."
I wanted it gone.
Your whole uterus.
Yes, I was like, take it out. I don't want any chance of this happening again. And they wouldn't do it because I was Jack is 5 now, so I was 33. So they were like, no. And I was like, no, but take it. I don't know. And they were like, we'll tie your tubes. If you want it taken out later, then you can have it taken out later. And I'm like, but I don't want to have another surgery. I just want it out. Like, I want this done. And the doctor wouldn't do it. And then I have a lot of friends that are my age that are like, oh yeah, they took it right out. And I'm like, fuck you, you
That's
asshole.
crazy.
Don't tell me that right now. So they did that the day after Jack was born. And then I got to reading on it. And, oh, Tony disappeared. Uh-oh. It's just me, guys. Let's see if Tony comes back. Oh, there he is. You just disappeared.
Yeah.
No, I got to reading about it, and it was like, oh, 99% effective. And I was like, heard that before. And then here was the great part. Your chances of pregnancy increase by 1% every year. So now I'm at 95%, and I'm like, these motherfuckers.
Yeah, buddy.
I swear to God.
Well, you got
That
enough.
happens
I know I
again.
got enough.
That happens again, I would not sue the doctor. I would go beat the doctor to death. I'm just going to say that right now.
If it happened again, then yeah, it's time to sue. You'd be a
I
special.
told
You'd be
you.
some sort of special case.
I know it happens. Like, there are women that happens to, but I'm just like, that would be my fucking luck. And knowing
4
that your
times?
chances increase every year, I'm just like, there's
That's
a fly
crazy.
buzzing around in here and he's about to drive me nuts.
Uh-oh.
But yeah. So there you go.
That's insanity. All
It
right,
is,
you
it
got to
sucks.
do your other show tonight.
I got to do the other show tonight. And guess what? We're going to run it's about to change our background, but that's okay. We're going to run the outro to the bunker. So we got some outro music and we're not just sitting here like, why hasn't it stopped yet? So, yeah, thank you everybody that has tuned in tonight. Woo!
Yeah, we're gonna have a new background for you guys. This thing's changing.
Yeah.
We're
We're
trying to
working
figure
on
some
stuff.
stuff out. Yeah, we're figuring stuff
Yes.
out. Go to Tony'sTees.online and buy a shirt because I need to buy some food.
Yes, buy some shirts from Tony. Go see these lovely people that are down here in the corner underneath me because they are all of our sponsors for the bunker, and they're good to us all around. So we like to show them some love. So go to Tony's Tees, buy a T-shirt. Go see these people. Fellowship brand for your beard care needs. Meduto Effect. You can get your everything from them. And SLE Radio, which is where I am headed right now for the Midnight Morning Show. We will see you guys later.
Peace.